unprocessed trauma. So you talk about emotional isolation as being something that really negatively nurtures unprocessed trauma.
So once you're hurt as a child, you tend not to trust other people. So you could be in the middle of a crowd and be laughing and interacting, but still feel quite alone emotionally. Maybe you've had that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that emotional isolation itself then has effects on your body and on your mind. So the people who are lonely, and the U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Admiral Vivek Murthy, just issued a paper on loneliness in the United States. And loneliness, and there's an epidemic of loneliness. People are describing themselves as lonely in much higher numbers as they did 20, 40 years ago. No, loneliness is as much of a risk factor for physiological illness as smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Really?
Yeah. So loneliness is both a manifestation of trauma and a cause of tremendous stress, which then undermines physiological and mental health.
Okay, say that to me one more time. So
loneliness is both an outcome of trauma.
So it's an outcome of trauma. So something traumatic happened, it wasn't processed properly, and then now you will feel lonely.
You will feel lonely, you will isolate, because look, if I am always being a nice guy so that you will like me, but inside I'm feeling all these emotions that I'm not sharing with you, that's pretty lonely. Even though you might like me because I'm showing you this nice side of myself.
Right, that's not really me.
That's not me. There was a study done in Australia.
Wow.
There was a palliative care nurse who wrote a book called The Top 5 Regrets of Dying People. These were people that were dying before their time, like I used to look after, of cancer or chronic neurological illness. You know what the top regret of dying people was? That they didn't have the courage to be themselves. And the third top regret was that they didn't have the courage to express their emotions. They pretended to be happy when they were not, and so on. So the question for the rest of us is, do we want to wait till some terminal illness wakes us up? Or should we just confront the fact that in so many ways we're afraid to be authentic because we're so afraid of being rejected? And as children, we didn't have much choice. As adults, can we develop that freedom to be ourselves?
Wow.